Hey guys, it's Stacy with Chapter Chicks, and it is book haul week. I'm not sure if Jesse's doing hers on Wednesday, like you guys probably seen in the video. She is moving, so she is really busy right now. That's why we haven't been really doing mini Friday videos, but yeah, I'm still here, and I'll just go ahead and post my book haul. It's around 20 books, so I hope you guys like it. I won a contest from Teresa over at the Book Nook, and yeah, I got it in the mail, and she sent it a little late, so she sent me a bunch of extra little things, which was really nice because I tend to send out things late as well. There's a couple people that I'm supposed to be sending between shades of gray to, and I still haven't got to it, so I'm sorry for that. So Teresa, I completely understand mailing things late. I do that all the time, and I apologize for that, but I won the Jane Eyre poster, movie poster, and then she is studying Egyptology, and she just went to Egypt, so she sent me this really cool little postcard, and it's got my name in Egyptian right there, and then she sent me a really nice little note, and then a bookmark from her favorite used bookstore in Philadelphia. And it was so funny because she made an apology video, and in that video she's like, so if you're ever in Philly, then you can stop by my favorite bookstore. And I'm like, I just happened to be on vacation in Philly at the time, so it was so funny. I'm like, hey, I'm on vacation here, where do you live? We can meet up, have lunch or something. But I had to leave the next day, so I didn't get a chance to meet up with her, but it would have been really cool maybe next time I go out there. My family lives down there in Jersey. It's on the Jersey-Philadelphia line right there, so maybe next time I go there we can meet up, because that would be really cool. But yeah, it was just funny. She just happens to say that, and I'm just like, I am in Philly. I reviewed Surrey James' Nocturne, and I really enjoyed it, and so her publisher, Cara, sent me Forbidden, and it's co-written by her son, Ryan. There is two characters in this book. One's named Claire, and the other's name is Alec. Claire has psychic visions, and Alex has duties to where he has to watch and sometimes eliminate his angelic forefathers. So, and I guess they fall in love, and their love is forbidden. So it's about angels, and I'm really looking forward to it, and I think the cover is beautiful. I love the tones. So I'm really looking forward to reading this. Thank you, Cara, for sending this to me. And I also got a bookmark with it, which has a bunch of Surrey James books on it, which there's Nocturne, and then there's Forbidden, and on the back is Dracula My Love, which is another book that I have that I've been wanting to read. Oh, and she also wrote Lost Memories and The Secret Diaries of Charlotte Bronte and Jane Austen, so I've been wanting to get those as well, and I really enjoy her writing, so this is going to be a good one. As I said in my last book haul, I ordered a lot of books off of Amazon, and they all finally came in, so I'll go ahead and show those all to you right now. The first, and probably the most important of the bunch, is The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. And yes, I did get a signed one, but I'm a little disappointed that my ink is red. And I didn't get a Yeti, and I didn't get a Hanklerfish. I really wanted a Hanklerfish. I thought that would have been really, really cool. But I'm still thoroughly happy that it's been signed. A lot of people weren't signed, so yeah, and I wish it was at least green ink, but very cool, very excited to read this. You guys should know what this is about by now, and I'm really looking forward to this book. Next one I bought is Martyrs and Monsters by Robert Dunbar. I've been wanting this book for a long time. I've been quoted to saying that it is a horror book for intelligent adults. So it's got vampires, sea creatures, all kinds of mythical creatures in it, but it is an adult book. So I'm really looking forward to reading this and seeing how an adult world of the paranormal creatures plays out. The next one I got is 30 Days of Night. I got this one relatively cheap on Amazon. I really like the graphic novels, and I'm really wanting to get more into these. This is a movie with Josh Hartnett in it, and this is the volume 1, and these graphic pictures are very watercolor-ish. Like, there's a better one on the back. You see how it's like very watercolor-ish, and I'm really looking forward to reading this. I really liked 30 Days of Night, and I loved Walking Dead, so I cannot wait to see what happens in 30 Days of Night. The next one I got is Dark Birthright by Janine Treat. This one is very hard to describe what it's about, just because on the back there, the synopsis deals with a lot of a description of the scenery, but it just talks about a person who is standing on the edge of the beach, and he is feeling good to be back in the flesh. So I'm assuming something happened to where he didn't have a body, or it kind of gives you the assumption that this person used to be a girl and now this person is a guy. It's a mythical Scotland tale, and I think it's a trilogy, and I thought it was really intriguing. It's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I mean, look how thick that bad boy is. If we look at the eye on the side, that's pretty. One of our subscribers was just is a friend of this author, and she was wanting me to read her book. It's Under My Skin by Judith Graves, and this is book 1 in the Skin series. The book is about a girl vampire who falls in love with a human boy, and the really interesting part about this book is that the details within the book, there's all this stuff at the top and at the bottom, and there's like little pictures through it. It's a YA book, and I didn't think it was from the cover because the cover looks very adult-ish, but on the back you can tell that it is a YA book, and I'm really looking forward to this. I'm glad that I finally found one. It took me a while to find one. This was my first time ordering off of Amazon. Those are all the books that I ordered off of it, and I was very pleased with the condition of all the books that came in, except for this last one. This last one is in such bad condition. It's just like, ugh, I can't believe it. It's An Acceptable Time by Madeline L'Engle. It is the 5th and final book in the Time Quartet series. And yeah, I'm looking forward to getting the series over with. I feel like I've been reading this series for like 2 years. But look at the condition of this book. There is library markings all over it. And the spine is so sun damaged. Look at that. Look how badly sun damaged the spine is. And somebody like scribbled all through in the book. It's like a bunch of it on the side. I'm really bummed about this because there was one that was actually cheaper that stated it had all the markings on it, and I didn't want one with the markings on it, so I got the more expensive one without the markings on it, and look at the condition it came in. It's just really bad, but I still love it. It's now my book, and I will treat it better. I will give you a better life. The next one I got is Fallen in Love by Lauren Kate. These are just like little in-between stories of the Fallen series. I really want to start supporting these hardcover copies as much as I possibly can because I'm so tired of them making them just into ebooks because I am not an e-reader person. The e-reader is just not for me. If it's for you, that's awesome. Reading in any form is amazing, but it's just not for me, and I would like to enjoy these stories without having to go purchase an e-reader just for them. So yeah, I'm all into supporting the hardcover copies of these as soon as they come out. It's basically like all the past lives of Daniel and Luce and some of the other side characters in there. You get to see some in-between stories in there, and I'm looking forward to that. So these last 10 are all books that I picked up when I was on vacation in Jersey and Philly, and I stopped at all the antique bookstores, and these are the last 10 that I got there. And the first one I seen was Stephen King's The Cell. I thought it was so funny that me and Jessica just did the zombie novel Notion Zombies, and this is the first book I see when I'm on vacation, so I'm like, I had to pick it up, yeah. So it was only $3 for a hardcover copy of Stephen King, so that's really good, and it's about zombies, of course. Wanting an original copy of Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire, and I thought I would get lucky in the antique stores and find one, but I couldn't, and the woman who owned the store was a little old lady, and she helped me look throughout the whole store for it, and then she gave me this. It's a bind-up of all of the Vampire Chronicles collection, and it has the 3 books in it, and I'm tired of waiting to find the old copy to read it because I really want to read this vampire series. It's like one of the biggest vampire series ever, and I still have not read it. So yeah, really looking forward to getting into this one. And then of course I'm taking part in the A&P Reading Challenge, and for February you're supposed to read an Agatha Christie book, and so I picked one up. This was Death Comes as the End, historical fiction mystery based in Egypt. So I'm really looking forward to reading this one, and yeah, I'm loving trying new things, and that's what this challenge is about. And I never read Agatha Christie, so I'm really looking forward to reading this one. And then I've been hearing a lot about the Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian, and of course I'm part Native American, and I really wanted to get this book and see what it was about. When I seen the cover when everyone was showing this, I thought it looked very boring. It's got like these little plastic people on it, but it's kind of written like the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. There's pictures throughout it, and it's a lot more intriguing than I thought the cover was. I found a note card in it. It must have been somebody must have had to read it for school because there's their ideas for their paper they're writing on it. That's funny. I'm probably going to keep that in there. My dad talked me into getting the Born Supremacy. He said it was a really good series and he wanted me to read it, yeah. So this is a big book. Look how big this book is. It's huge, yeah. So I'm going to read it and see what Jason Bourne is really like. I also picked up a 1964 edition of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain, and yeah, this is only for $10, and I couldn't believe it was only for $10 because it comes in a little box and everything, and it's like, that's a really nice copy for really cheap, so I couldn't pass that up. And then I also got a 1967 edition of poetry by Robert Frost. I've never read anything by Robert Frost, but I've heard of the author before, and I just really love poetry and wanted to check out his poetry and see what he was all about. Picked up another poetry book. This is a Portable Romantic Poets from Black to Poe. So it's got all kinds of famous poems and it's a pocket edition. I thought that was really cute. This is like one of the first things I can remember reading is by myself. Is I had a huge collector's edition of the Peanuts cartoons, and I read them, and I just laughed my butt off all the time at it, and I lost it. I don't know where it's at, so I wanted to pick up 2 more Peanuts. I love Peanuts. They're so cool. He's Your Dog, Charlie Brown, and Snoopy Come Home, the movie book. Yeah, so I'll definitely be reading through those. I love Charlie Brown. Guys, that was my haul. I know there wasn't very many YA books in it to begin with, but I love to mix it up a little bit and throw other things in there that don't have to do with just YA all the time, and I love when other people do that as well. So I hope you enjoyed it, and this is Stacy with Chapter Chicks, and this haul was for you. Bye, guys.